life path number 22. How are you all doing? This is Healing Hands. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm sure you guys have been looking forward to this video. If you're a new subscriber, new viewer, please subscribe. I welcome you to my soul tribe. I'm always happy to do you guys reading. Life path number 22. I do have interesting energy that came through. You all know I take time to do my my meditation, and I take a while. It takes me a while. That's why it seems as if these readings take me a while to put them out, because I can sit down for like an hour just getting into your energy and just, communing with spirit to figure out what is this message that we're trying to give to life path number 22. All right. Let me turn on my incense. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing okay, life path number 22. I hope all is well in your world. I'm doing fine. Please, if you have time, check out the description box below this video. And you please check out my Etsy storefront. All right. I have a few nice things that you might want to purchase. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for sowing a little seed into my life. I do appreciate you guys. Okay. All right, so let's dive right in. Life path number 22. You guys are awesome, always in my book. All right, so let's start with this first energy. It's a number 40, and you all know 40 is all about, home, stability, your structure, your foundation. It talks about transform with Raven. Okay, now before we go further, there's another energy that we're going to dive into, and it talks about reflector. All right. Something about reflector. There's a guy who's standing in front of a mirror. All right. And we're going to get into that. And then also we have these two energies that popped out. Funny enough, it's like a number 1 and then a number 2. All right. It's like 1, 2. All right. So which to me is equal to a 3. And 3 comes before the 4. You see the synchronicity? It's like 1, 2. 1, 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, then 3, and then the 4. All right. So there is some kind of synchronicity, all right, that may be showing up in your energy this month. And a month, I always tell you guys, starts from whenever you click on play on this video and you watch it. So pay attention to, the time on your clock, numbers you're seeing on cars, numbers you're seeing everywhere. It doesn't matter. If you pay a little extra attention, you will see synchronicities, numbers that will resonate with you. All right. You might wake up and the time is 5:44 or 5:55 or 6:66, or you want to go to bed. You say, let me look at my phone, and the time is 12:12, all right, or 11:11 or 10:10. So just pay attention. Once you see those numbers, if they're repeated, even if they are not repeated, and there's a strong instinct that tells you, there might be a message in here, go on Google and type that number in and put an angel number, so, and get the additional message. It might be your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. All right. Because I do see strong moon energy coming through for you guys. I also kept getting a lot of magician type of energy, like somebody who can create anything, but like it's in your hands to do it. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can change your situation for you. All right. There is a lot, around the moon energy, because we do have moon in Aries coming through, and we have moon in Taurus coming through. All right. But we will get into all this energy, like I said, in 1 second. OK, so let's start with this energy right here. This number 40, which breaks down to a 4, which talks about you transforming with Raven. You all know the raven is a bird. You can go Google what it stands for, but it's a very resourceful bird. It's a very inventive bird. It's a smart bird. Okay. So what this is telling you, it's all about transcendence this month for you, and the need for you to see something from a new, fresh perspective. Is there an area in your life, something going on where your perspective needs to change in order for there to be movement? Is there an area where you've been feeling stuck, or you feel like things are not moving, or you feel like you're not birthing, that any progress in that area? All right. It might be time for you to change the way you see things, or the way you do things, or the way you're handling a situation, or handling somebody, or dealing with somebody. Okay. There is a need for a new, fresh perspective. Life path number 22. All right. You're supposed to be able to apply your intelligence and quickly adapt to a changing circumstance in your life. All right. So, like I said, it's an energy of resourcefulness. It's like asking you, think outside the box. Life path number 22. Ask yourself, where can I shift my consciousness in order to help me solve whatever this problem is, whatever this thing is? Is it your relationship? Is it, has to do with money? Because we picked up that energy about, moon in Taurus. No, moon in Taurus here, which talks about, exaltation. And to me, Taurus is an energy of materialism. It's an energy of money. All right. And then, of course, the moon in Aries is all about self, about your ego, about your personality, about the actions that you take. All right. So is there, something in your energy that needs change? The moon presenting itself is a very strong, energy of, it's all about your feelings, about your emotion, about your intuition, and you tapping into that psychic ability to connect with spirit, ability to get synchronicity, get your messages, and aligning yourself with the divine and your spirit guides. It's all about how you react in a situation. Are you reacting in a way that is not, beneficial? Is it time for you to change your approach, how you handle something? Is up to you. All right. It's left for you to figure that out and figure out how you can change, whatever this has to do. If it has to do with, like this is Aries, it has to do with maybe yourself being patient with something, or being fearless, or being excitable, or being temperamental, or active, or needing to be fun loving, or taking something lightly, or be, like I said, being rigid about something. Is it your ability to be enthusiastic, or a little bit more self-involved with something, adventurous, maybe a little bit considerate towards something or somebody, or be lively? It's all about yourself. All right. And then, of course, with the Taurus energy here, it's all about, asking yourself, am I okay with how things are manifesting in my life? Because a lot of you, I'm getting the energy of, you all have this strong sense of wanting to build a solid structure, a family. And that's why the number 4 came through strongly. All right. About your security, your sense of security might be tied to your money. Okay. All right. You have to understand that there is strength and intelligence in also asking people for help, asking for guidance from other people, even from the divine. All right. Especially when you have no idea what's coming next, or you found yourself in a bond. All right. There's no need for you to stand alone, for you to, dwell in your isolation, or your disconnection from people or from the divine. It's okay to seek communal resources that can benefit you at this time in case you need it in your life. All right. But there is a strong energy of using the quartz crystals, for meditation. All right. And connecting, with your life force, so that it can help you tap better into your consciousness or your subconscious. All right. And there's a ritual that goes along, or that is suggested anytime we pick up this energy. All right. It just tells you, find a sunlit place and sit up straight and tall while holding, a quartz crystal in your right hand. All right. In your right hand. Then calm your body. Lift the crystal towards the sky with your arms straight. Then bring the crystal down to your head with the intention. And, you set your intentions, of course, and slowly trace the crystal down your midline, gently touching your flesh. All right. Like from your forehead, touch your flesh, and just bring the crystal down your nose, your lips, your chin, your neck, your chest. And once you reach your belly button, trace around it 3 times. All right. Then go back up and start again and do this like 3 times. All right. Or let's say repeat this 7 times. You can repeat it 7 times. All right. And just while you're doing that, make sure you're taking gentle breaths, focusing on not to make sure your mind is clear and allowing yourself to release. Say to yourself, I'm releasing any stagnant energy, anything that is blocking me, anything that is holding me back from opening myself up, from connecting with the divine. Just do this ritual, and I can assure you, you will see a free flow of movement. All right, a release will occur in your energy, and I think you really need to do that now at this time. Okay, now let's look at the next energy here, which, like I said, it's a very powerful energy that came through for you guys. It's the energy of the reflector, and it's just asking you to take a look at yourself in the mirror. Okay, it's telling you, look at yourself in the mirror. All right, life path number 22. It's a man. All right. See the man right here looking at himself. He's looking at the good, the bad, the ugly. He can see himself in the true light. All right. The true state that he's in. All right. It's a mirror. It's mirroring you or your distortions back to you. It's showing you. Ask, yourself, take a look. What it's telling you is take a closer look at yourself. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror and find out, ask yourself, what is blocking me? All right. Review yourself both inside and outside. What is it that is holding me from this thing? Is it from a relationship? Is it from a romance? Is it from money? Is it from a job? Is it from family? Is it whatever? Ask yourself, be honest with yourself. What this card is just telling you is that if you can acknowledge that truth without flinching and being honest about it, all right, then you will have moved a long way towards self-acceptance. And without this honesty occurring, you will just find out that you're spending your time hiding behind this false armor of wishful thinking, life path 22, and you don't want to do that, all right? You don't want to struggle in abject loneliness, trapped inside yourself, unable to release stagnant energies, unable to move things forward the way you want. I told you I got that energy of the magician. You have to be honest with yourself and remove any type of deception and look at your integrity. Is it flawless? Where is it flawed? And how can you change it? How can you be honest? It's like looking at your twin it's like a reflection of your twin, stripping away that illusion that traps you. All right. It's asking you release all those dreadful burdens, dreadful pretenses, like everything is okay, I'm fine. Everything might not be okay. Why does it have to be okay when you can be honest with yourself? And there is a way you can block yourself by lack of admittance. All right, I'm getting that again. If you're not admitting that something is wrong, how can you fix it? Like maybe there's something in your environment, or that will be in your environment this month, that you will need to be honest with yourself about. Life path number 22. All right. Now with this number 1 energy here, which is number 1 is all about new beginnings, about new opportunities starting, about you being able to birth something new. Okay, start something afresh. Keep this energy moving. Since we have that ritual that I suggested, that you can use to unblock any stagnant energy, and now you have the number 1 after that. Something moving finally. Okay, it's just telling you there is a powerful need for you to respond emotionally and immediately to a situation in your environment. Emotionally, remember we talked about the moon. All right, so something asking you, you need to respond, and it's in your hands. It's not in somebody else's hands. All right. But we have to understand that, we have some preconditioning, even, that we have buried deep inside of us, stemming from way back to our childhood, where, we've been, what word am I getting? We've been indoctrinated. Okay? All early childhood conditioning that will tell you, oh, you have to pretend, you have to, okay, for example, they'll tell you, oh, boys do not cry. All right, even when you feel like crying, you can't. You're blocked. Meanwhile, the divine wants you to be yourself. All right? Cry when you need to cry, laugh when you need to laugh, be yourself, be free. All right? Also, you have to let go of all those early childhood conditioning, all right, and that intense need to protect and defend anything that has to do with family, all right, because we're also indoctrinated like, oh, this is your family, you can't. So some people find themselves heavily labored or burdened with things that have to do with family, since we got the number 4 energy, which is all about your home, your family life, your foundation, your structure. So this might have to do with your home for some of you, with your family life for some of you, with your material manifestation for some of you, with your self acknowledgement, self-assertion, with your self-worth for some of you. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, where are you not moving forward? What are you doing? What is the path, or should I say the part that you are playing in this state, or the path that you are taking that is blocking you currently? All right? Is there a need that you do have for self-recognition, for self-approval, doing things to please people so they can say, oh, Life Path 22 did this, even when you don't have to? All right, releasing all those things that might block you, because all these things, ironically, will create some kind of blockage that will affect our finances, affect our ability to get a job, affect things in our life. All right, even our relationship, our love, our romance life, romantic life. Okay? So basically, you have to also watch out for, people manipulating you, making sure that, nobody's manipulating you this month into falling back into old paradigms of, preconditioning and indoctrination. Set yourself free. Look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself where you're holding yourself stagnant. And remember, you can create, that free flow in your energy, especially when it comes to your self-worth, your self-image, things around yourself, all right? Things that make you happy as an individual, as well as your abundance with the Taurus energy. Because the moon is all about your security. Taurus is all about your material value. What do you consider valuable to you? Is it material value or whatever it is? If it is, then this reading is for you. Okay? Whatever it may be, it doesn't even have to be material. Whatever you consider valuable. All right. But it's telling you have to pay particular attention to your hunches about, making money, and just follow things that, you're going to be guided to do in order to being able to materialize wealth. Okay. And be careful to avoid unnecessary, self-indulgence. Some of you overeating, overdoing things, you need to watch out for that. Okay. I know some of you desire a strong, stable family life, home life. It's paramount importance to you, especially when I see the moon, with the moon in Taurus, moon in Taurus energy here. Okay, it just tells me things around the home are important, and I'm not shocked that we got the number 4 here, which talks about home, family life. Okay. So this might have to do with home, especially I'm looking at somebody here with a child and protection, and just protect yourself first. All right. You protect yourself first, and then everybody else will be protected. All right. But be honest with yourself about where you're blocking yourself. It can also allude to, you being able to express yourself. Maybe some of you are repressing your creativity, repressing your feelings about something, about somebody, about a situation. You're not really speaking your mind. It might be time to release all those energies that are blocking you from expressing yourself. Okay? Maybe even artistic expression that can prove profitable. Things that you can do to make money. That you're probably, some of you are holding back for whatever reason. Maybe because of what people will say, I don't know, or fear of, am I going to succeed? Maybe it's time for you to let go of the fear. Really assess yourself. Really take another different methodical approach to something. Change your perspective with regards to something. All right? Okay? It can also talk about financial worries that may or may not be justified. It can also allude to good, like a new business opportunity that is coming through. That is this card number 2. But of course, we got the number 1, which talks about new opportunity. You see how they're all, there's synchronicity here. Okay, so life path number 22, I hope that was helpful for you. So let me see if there's any additional message, Holy Spirit, that we need to give life path number 22 at this time. Anything else that we need to tell them in their energy? They understand the need for them to work on themselves. All right, I have this upside down. So, of course, you have 3 cards that came out. There's something about, breaking down old structures. This is the Tower energy. All right, it's going back to everything that, we said about you changing your perspective, something going to, if you don't, this divine is going to come in and do it for you. And this will be far painful, more painful than when you decide to, take that methodical change or approach by yourself. Okay. See this woman being thrown out of a tower. It's like, you don't want to go. Okay. We're going to throw you out because it's from the divine. It's like, boom. So you're being asked to, take a good look at yourself in the mirror, see where you're holding yourself back, see where you can unblock yourself, do the ritual that we talked about earlier on, unblock your energy in case it has anything to do with energy that is blocked for you. Just buy crystal. I don't know if I have that on my Etsy store. In my Etsy store. Can you check the link below? I don't know if I have any crystal cords. I think I probably do. Do I? I'm not sure. But check in case I don't. You can check back later. I will have it. But you can buy it from anywhere. It doesn't matter. Okay. But then, of course, there's this energy about, 5 of Wands, which is an energy of combativeness, an energy of defending yourself. All right. Standing up for what is right. Standing up for your right. Standing up for what you desire. Not giving in. Okay, and not letting people manipulate you, not letting people take advantage of you, but allowing yourself to stand your ground. Okay, number 5 is the number of change. You have to change that. 5 of Wands is all about disagreements, competition, and hassles. You don't want to deal with any of this in your energy this month. Of course, you have a major arcana here. Some call it arcana. I call it arcana. Anyway, it's talking about the Hierophant. Hierophant is about old structures. It's about old beliefs. It's about changing your old beliefs. It's about, this is just there's a rigidity about this energy about here. All right, but you're being asked, take a look in the mirror. Don't be rigid this time around. All right. If you need to make changes in your life, it's time for you to make those changes. It's time for you to take another look at what you're doing wrong. This is also the Taurus energy. All right. So there's a strong Taurus energy that came through in this reading. Of course, with the moon in Taurus, and of course, the Hierophant is a Taurus energy. It's all about determination. All right. It's talking about dealing with authority figures or spiritual or moral development, or even a search for meaning. A search for meaning. Go deep. Question yourself. Okay. All right. It's about breaking yourself free from, indoctrination, from things that are holding you back, and doing a self-assessment. Okay. And then taking a different approach, especially if something is not working, hasn't been working. Change your methodology. Take a different routes. Okay. I'm going to do that again. Let's get an Archangel Michael prayer card for you guys. Life path number 22. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. Okay. All right. It says prayer will help this situation. Meditation will help you guys. We can make this reading up. It says, dear God and Archangel Michael, you can call on anyone else that you pray to, okay? And say, if you pray to Jesus or Muhammad or whatever, and say, I ask for your divine intervention. Then you can describe the situation and say, I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance, and with gratitude and grace, I need a miracle and ask that you send me one, that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. See, there's something about being swift, doing this quickly. We picked up that energy about doing it quickly. All right. Somebody who needed to change something quickly or whatever, or make another decision that can, quickly. So there's something about swiftness in this message. All right, life path number 22. Thank you guys so much. Please check the description box below on how to support or book your reading, check my Etsy store, whatever. All right, I do appreciate, I hope you guys can at least like or subscribe to this channel in case you're new, or share with your loved ones. Just help me build the damn channel, Life Path 22. You guys know I love you all silly. All right, this is Healing Hands. Thank you guys. And until next time, it's bye-bye, Life Path number 22.